Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is your sister, Queen Divine. Happy weekend to every one of you all over the world. Today, I have a very special message for for my African family in Africa and also those who live abroad, overseas. Today, I saw a very disturbing a video about an elderly man whom they said was in a house that went to a house of a lady who called her into a house because they said this elderly man was making advances towards her. And then this man, according to those who knew him, they said that this elderly man, went into their house because the married woman invited him, and he went to her, and for some time now, he has been making advances towards her, and sometimes he showed monies, he gave her a gift, he gave her different things, because I saw in the comment areas where many of them, I saw some people who really knew him in the city that he lives, that he resides in Italy. And so I was so angry. Apart from even the comment, I saw the ways they were beating up an elderly man. They were beating him up, they really dealt with him physically. They abused him. I am not saying that what our elderly father did was right. I am not saying that what our elderly father did for going out chasing a married woman, and I don't know if he knew she was married or he doesn't know if she was married. If he knew that she was married, it is wrong of him to go out chasing after a married woman. But if he also doesn't know, that's a different thing entirely. But what I'm trying to say here is this: any married woman we are from Nigeria. We are from Nigeria, and we have our customs and traditions. Any married woman who goes about giving a listening ears to a man outside, she has made an abomination. We call this abomination in Nigeria. I have to talk about my Nigeria because I know much about my Nigeria customs and my Nigeria tradition, especially even the city, even the kingdom that I came from. We have our tradition. As a Benin woman, I'm from a great kingdom, from the Great Benin Kingdom. We have our tradition. And I saw that these people are also from my kingdom. So I really want to point some issues out about those problems, about this topic, because I felt it's very, very important that I have to let some of my people from my kingdom understand about the tradition of the great people of the Great Benin Kingdom, because some of those youths of today, they don't understand, they don't really know about the tradition of the Great Benin people from the Great Kingdom of Benin. Now, as a married woman, a man comes into you, he doesn't know you from Adam. Let's say he saw you outside your home, maybe he saw you along the road, he saw you along the streets or in the supermarket or wherever, and then he starts making advances at you, towards you. It is your duty as a married woman to let him know that you are married. It is your duty to tell him immediately, instantly, that you are married and you should walk away from him. And when you get home, you have to tell your husband. And if this person, this man knows you and knows that you are married, he came to you still making advances at you, you have to always tell your husband and tell him immediately that you are married and leave the spot immediately. And now You tell your husband, and your husband will not go to him and know how to face the situation, man to man. But when a man is chasing after you and you then gives him your telephone number, this is forbidden in the Great Benin Kingdom. We forbid it, and that is what we call awa, and it means abomination. And then you goes about, after that moment, you start collecting gifts from this man, you start collecting money from this man. That means you have committed adultery. You have committed an abomination against the land, the soil of the Great Benin Kingdom. We forbid it, and such events can lead to the death of the man. Such event can lead to the death of your husband as a Benin man, because we have a very strong tradition. It is not proper for any married woman from the Great Benin Kingdom to collect gifts from men. Really. It can take the life of a man. It can take the life of the children. It is very, 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 very wrong. It is an abomination, and it is also an adultery in the kingdom of the Great Benin people. So you guys should understand this. And the husband, who also knew about it and planned with his wife to go out to molest this elderly man, has also a risk to take. He's risking his life. And a woman who goes about accepting gift, this woman who went to accept gift from those man and was collecting money from him and stood by, she was listening to this elderly man, elderly father, then listening, and she gave him a telephone numbers, and she also started talking to the man on phone. That means she is interested. Probably she doesn't like this man. Then it means she has been doing it with other people, and she has never been caught. This is an abomination in the kingdom of the Great Benin people. So please, guys, so many of our women do these things in Europe, overseas. You guys have to stop this. We forbid it in our kingdom. If you don't know your tradition, you have to call our elders back home in Nigeria so that they will tell you the things that we forbid. It is not even apart from tradition. Every woman, every man should know they are married. A woman should know she is married. You are married. When a man comes to you and makes advances at you, it is your duty to let him know you are married. It is your duty to scold him and walk away from him immediately. It is your duty never to give him a listening ears. It is your duty to protect your marriage. It is your duty to protect your kids. It is your duty to respect yourselves. This is the truth. So I dislike so much what this couples did to this elderly father, though he was wrong in making advances towards this married woman. I'm not in support of married men or men who goes about making advances to married women. This is not a good thing at all. Every man should know they should respect married women, and many married women also should respect themselves as well. If she never gave him a listening ears, if she has not been doing those things before, she should have walked away peacefully, quietly, and called this paper and tell him what you're doing. Don't put abomination on me. When a man does that to you, chasing you and trying to make advances to you as a Benin woman, there is a way we do it. We just round our head like this and throw it down and say, Awalayomegberi. That is abomination. Leave me, and goes away from me. If you love your husband, you will never, if you are a Benin woman and you love your husband so dearly, you will never go out there listening to whoever, any man who will make advances to you, or goes about accepting gifts from men This is wrong. So please, my brothers and sisters from the great Benin Kingdom, you guys should understand and learn more about your tradition. Wherever you are, a few days ago, I made a video of telling my people as well to behave well in overseas. And just few days now, about 2 days now, if I'm not mistaken, this video came out on social media. This is wrong. And these guys, you people should also know, no jungle justice overseas. This is not the way people who are in the Western world should behave. We have the court of law, we have the police, we have the judges, we have the lawyers. If you know someone did something wrong to you that you think is not right, you have to sue the person to court. Then the court will now decide and tells you what to do. If a stranger walks into your house in Europe or America or in the Western world, you have to call the police. The police will not know what to do. You don't have any right to go above the laws. This is wrong. And I'm telling also, if you know your rights, nobody will humiliate you overseas. We as Africans, we should try to learn the laws. We should try to know our rights, because there are some things that can be used against anyone who comes about to tarnish your image on social media. This is the truth about it. So I feel so sorry and sad for our elderly father, because the way they gave him a jungle justice, the way they beat him up is not right, and this is not done in the Western world. The law is against it. So our elderly father has the right to sue them. He has the right to sue them. And if he sues them, I will be very happy. It's good that many of our Africans who live overseas should understand, they should be dealt with to know what the right thing to do. You don't have to start beating up someone up. There's nowhere in the Western world where I have seen even the people here beating up their citizens. You don't beat up anyone. Nobody is an animal. We have to respect ourselves. If he goes out doing things that is not good, you have to do it in a calm way, in a respectful way, in a responsible way, not just going out and it's not everything that happens to you, it's not everything that happens in your home, it's not everything that happens in your lives that you should bring out to social media. This is my message to all my Nigerians all over the world, my African people, to everyone also, to learn from those messages. I am your sister, Queen Divine. God bless you all. Happy weekend to every one of you. Please, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am your sister, Queen Divine. Bye.